What's happening, people? We're back here once again on CubCamTV for this, something a little bit different and an area of YouTube I've been looking forward to getting involved in for a hot minute. I've just been waiting for the right announcement and the right sort of style of video to kickstart this new project. So what we're going to be doing on the channel is we're going to be looking a lot more at news-related topics. We're going to be looking at the news about album releases, news about the music industry in general, and of course, when we move towards the end of lockdown, venues reopening and tours being announced. Now, as you can probably see on the other side of the screen, you can see that we have got a tweet up from Hot Freestyle. It's a very popular Twitter account. They've got over 500,000 followers, and they have recently announced that Drake's Certified Lover Boy album drops this month. This tweet dropped, I think, on the 1st or 2nd of January, which means we have a Drake album landing this month, which is so exciting for both casual listeners and kind of hardcore Drake fans like myself. I'm a massive Drake fan. I think he is, without a doubt, one of the most generational artists there ever has been. Putting it kind of bluntly, to be honest with you, he's this generation's MJ. He's this generation's Elvis. He is, without a doubt, one of the biggest artists to ever walk the planet. There's no getting away from that. And his continuous levels of consistency have been kind of mind-blowing. So I've done a little bit of digging and a little bit of looking around, and we're going to look into exactly what I think we can expect from a forthcoming Drake album. It's very exciting stuff, so let's dive into it. Overall, in regards to track listing and things like that, I've actually been able to find very little information about the album, which obviously it's a Drake album. What else are you going to expect? They're going to be keeping this very close to the chest. And of course, with Drake, he has been known to drop projects out of nowhere, to really just randomly have projects land, and more than anything else, be able to give people full projects that they listen to from start to finish without them being fully saturated, having dropped 6 or 7 of the singles beforehand. We'll tend to find that he'll drop 2 or 3 of the singles at random times, and that will be it, which is why it's so exciting when we hear that Drake is dropping a new project. So over the last few years, it's been genuinely incredible, the last decade especially, seeing how much incredible music Drake has dropped, from Take Care in 2011 to Nothing Was the Same in 2013, Views in 2016, More Life, my personal favorite, which dropped in 2017, and then Scorpion, of course, which dropped in 2018. When you look at the consistency of these projects, not only in the quality of sound, but also the consistency in variation, it genuinely is quite mind-blowing when you look at the catalogue that Drake has been able to amass. As far as I'm aware, he's the artist with the highest number of Billboard #1s at this point. I may be wrong on that, but as far as I'm aware, that's the case. He's definitely got a record along those lines. We can also count into that What a Time to Be Alive collaborative project he put together with Future, which I believe is 11 tracks, and even though it's not a full-length solo project, you can definitely add it into the collection that Drake has been putting together, because for me, that is a very well thought out body of work. And the thing that is very similar about all of his major projects is that they have all been very well thought out bodies of work. There's a point to them, there's an overall theme, there's a general sound going on, which is something a lot of artists aren't able to achieve on such a consistent level. Now, despite the release of the Dark Lane demo tapes in 2020 and the Care Package in 2019, I don't think we can class either of these as proper Drake projects, one of which only has 3 tracks involved, the other of which is seemingly a collection of tracks that never received full releases or album placement. So it really was a kind of lockdown project where he was able to push all of these different singles together and give the fans something they wanted, rather than focusing on a specific album project. So I don't think realistically we can class either of these as albums that you would put on the same level as, say, a Scorpion or a Views or any of those ones we mentioned beforehand. This means going into this project, it's going to be the longest wait we have had for a brand new Drake album since 2011 through to 2015. I think it will be approaching 3 years since we last heard a Drake project, which is absolutely crazy when you consider how consistent he was, especially through 2015, 2017, and 2018. That's 3 top quality albums over the course of 4 years. Incredible stuff. What we also have to add into this as well is that Drake realistically is going to have been taking in more music than ever before. Realistically, he won't have been touring, which means he will have had a lot of extra spare time, which is what makes it so interesting. It makes me as a fan go, I wonder where he's going to be taking this project, which is what we're going to dive into next. When we look at the recent tracks he has been putting out there in a more single format, we've got Laugh Now, Cry Later alongside Little Durk, which was a lot more emotive from Drake than we have been used to in recent times. We know Drake has been able to be so versatile across different areas of rapping and singing and everything he puts into his tunes, but this track was definitely one for me that felt like it was to get back in touch with that more emotional side that so many people do love about Drake's music. We also heard Grease as well, which follows a similar sort of vein, very ethereal in the way it was put together, and we've heard that from a number of different tunes that he's been putting together recently, all the way back to Tootsie Slide, which, to be real, was somewhat of a TikTok type of tune. It was a tune specifically made to kind of generate viral content from, which makes sense. Drake's very, very good at doing that when you look at a lot of the different tracks he has put out there over the years, and I feel these 3 tracks in particular put us in good stead for a forthcoming album project, just because of how consistent he's been with those singles in the different areas they are actually placed in. In this time as well, Drake hasn't been not busy. We've seen him put together world tours during that period of time. We all remember that clip of J Hus coming out at a Drake show in the UK the day he was released from prison, which is absolutely crazy. It's one of my favourite things memory-wise. I remember getting past a phone with the clip on, and I remember being sat there stunned, like, wow, this is crazy. As well as that, he was very heavily involved with the most recent season of Top Boy, which again makes me think, is he going to be collaborating with more UK names off the back of that? There's no way you can be that involved in a UK series which is so culturally rooted in different areas of UK underground culture, especially music in regards to the soundtracks and things that were being used. So we look at that and go, is he likely to have been collaborating with artists on the go whilst that was happening? Has he made extra contacts? Has he got involved with different people? It's a really, really exciting prospect to look at. When you look at the people Drake's collaborated with over the last few years, you look at WizKid, you look at Bad Bunny, you look at Skepta, you look at all of these global names that are real representatives of their own country and their own sound, it makes you kind of think this album could go genuinely anywhere. It's so exciting, and it's why I am so excited for it. We still don't have a date as far as I'm aware. If there is a date and more information is available, please leave the link and any information down in the comments. Let's get a bit of a discussion going if you are as excited about this Drake album as I am, because I am absolutely buzzing. Some of the best times of my life, the best parties I've been to, some of the best evenings I've had out have been with Drake playing in the background. So this is me going, come on, I hope he produces another one of these classic tapes. Now, we are going to carry on with doing more of this news type of content, more topical stuff on the channel. If there's anything you'd like to see me cover and discuss, please do leave it in the comments down below. We are going to be discussing albums, kind of general music news, and other things going on, as well as the reaction videos, the top 5s, and everything in between. So keep it locked, don't go anywhere, hit that subscribe button, and get involved with the channel at CubKXVU on all social media, and we'll see you next time.